Hey, welcome back, everybody. As you can see, I stepped up the game a little bit today. Reason why is because today I'm going to really kind of harp on mental toughness, confidence, and goal setting. I think these three are key and crucial in not only business, but in any aspiration you're trying to attain. Whether that's becoming an actor, becoming a producer, becoming a rapper, becoming race car driver, whatever it is, you need to have these things, right? Especially, let's take NASCAR, for instance. Mental toughness, that's probably the biggest thing for them, right? Making sure you're constantly aware and you're constantly bringing your A game. And all that is, in order to be consistent, you have to have mental toughness. It's something that I've learned in multiple things in my life, whether that was cross country, like I had mentioned, I ran basketball, work, any job, you know what I mean? Especially my last one, but mainly, especially with starting up this company, it has been a huge thing for me. I've been going at it for about a year and a half, getting, incorporated, going through all those things, figuring out, my sales, how much am I going to cost people, running those diagnostics, writing up a business plan, all that whole shebang. Which I will show you guys how I did each one of those things next time probably. But as far as that, going back to the mental toughness, the biggest thing that has taught me this, honestly, has been being a parent. It actually just came up. My buddy Pat Mullins, shout out P Mull. It shocked him that, he asked me what I did the other day before I went into work, and I was like, oh, well, I just did the laundry, did the dishes, swept the floors, mopped the floors, cleaned Millie's room, cleaned the bathroom, emptied out my dehumidifiers, and cleaned out the car. And he was like, whoa, you did all that before work? And I was like, yeah, I do it every day. That's what being a parent is, and he knows, like, we work into the wee hours of the night, sometimes till midnight, 1 in the morning, maybe even 2 in the morning. And then I have to go home, sleep. I might not be able to get those 8 hours that everyone, usually wants. So then wake up, 4 or 5, 6 hours later, and then spend my day with Millie and, make sure I'm teaching her and training her throughout the day, right? But the biggest thing is just, and he's asked me, like, how can I do these things? How can I do these things? It's because of mental toughness, it's just been bred in me since I was a little kid from my dad, constantly pushing me in sports, constantly pushing me in school. And I'm so appreciative of that. But the big thing about mental toughness is, and the thing that kind of was the secret for me, is you just have to fall in love with the process. Like I said, what we're trying to dream for and what we're trying to go for are dreams, right? These are things we want to do. So by doing the process, we want to fall in love with it. One of the best advices I was ever given as a parent, from a parent to parent, was my friend, Mrs. Lyon. She told me, she had said, she was literally like, my best advice for you is wherever you are at in your child's life, be present in that moment. Don't, worry about the past. Don't regret things you might have done in the past, or regret not teaching them certain things, or, be scared of the future, or scared of, for me, it was dating for Millie, which is my daughter. But for me, that was a scary thing. She's like, don't even worry about that. Just be present and now, and don't miss these moments with your child now. And that was that was just like mind blowing. And I was able to relate it back to business, because I was like, yeah, let me take my time. These are the points where we want to enjoy. These are the times when we make it, we're going to think about it. And I'm, like I said, very strong on the mental toughness right now. And that's been something I've been really harping in on, especially with the consistency part. That's the main reason too why I even started this page as well, is just to make sure I'm doing another thing consistently. I'm working out consistently. I'm getting to the gym consistently. I'm eating healthy consistently, which is something I've been lacking. So I'm going to be getting back onto that. And I'll be doing these videos consistently and working on my business consistently. But the big thing and the biggest reason why you need mental toughness is it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, right? People always think like getting to their dreams and aspirations, it's going to be straight linear, right? That's not the case, right? Any business, any type of aspiration someone's going for, there's going to be ups and downs, right? You might have 4 steps forward, 8 steps back. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. And that's the big thing about it. Why you have to have mental toughness, right? My last position at AT&T, when I was working there, doing the management training program, they were training me to be a manager, right? So they trained me on how to have that level-headedness, right? Sometimes I had great days, sometimes I had bad days, but you couldn't tell my difference because I brought that energy, I brought that enthusiasm regardless of how my day went, right? And that's just being that level-headedness. As a leader, that's when people are going to be looking for you. They look at what you do, especially when it's not going well, right? But as far as that, you also, the big reason with mental toughness, consistency, things like that, but it's also being able to have that ability to clear your mind, right? To not hear those outside influences, like it could be your parents, your friends, whoever, your boss, your coach, whatever it is, not having those outside influences affecting what you're doing. And that was one of the biggest things I think I had ever learned was that. And I think I honestly learned that on myself when I was back in my junior year of high school. Everybody told me, in my family anyway, everybody told me, oh, James, just give up on basketball. Like, if you want to go to college, you need to have a scholarship. And right now, the only scholarship you'll be getting would be in running. But I didn't love running. I liked it. I was good at it. Yeah, cool. But I didn't love it, right? So I loved basketball. So I decided to go after my dream. And what I had to do is I had to bunker down. I had to give up my senior year of cross country. And I had to just bust my butt. Honestly, that's all it was. I was working hard every single day. I was at least shooting around, playing basketball or lifting, and because of that determination, because I was able to cancel out those outside voices, I got a scholarship for college basketball. And it was one of the hardest things I had ever done, but it was a huge lesson. And that is the most valuable part I took from it, was the lesson I learned from it. But after this, I just, let me go into, before I, run out of time here, I want to get into setting goals, because I think that's one of the biggest things right now.